So yesterday I was having a conversation with a client about the power of saying no and the importance of being able to say no and to express your no without sort of leaving an open loop. Because a lot of us, we have this fear of letting people down. So when we get invited to something that doesn't really feel aligned, sometimes instead of just saying no, we'll give it a soft no or a maybe, or I'll get back to you later, or God forbid, a yes to something that doesn't feel aligned. And in any of these situations where you're avoiding the no, you're avoiding the confrontation of just saying no, you keep an open loop, and that consumes a tremendous amount of your energy to just maintain this open loop, or to do the thing that you didn't want to do, or to be wondering how to say no. And so it becomes vital to overcome this fear and to practice saying no to things that you don't want to do. And I mean, the way that I do it personally is, and this also lines up with my human design, I trust my gut. If I'm not leaning in with full energy and excitement, if it's not an obvious yes, it's a no. There's no maybe, there's no nothing. And then it's really important for me, I'll watch, my gut will say no, and then my mind will start to justify and logic through why, maybe I could just say yes, blah, 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 I don't want to let this person down. None of that, guys. If you learn to say no right away and to own your no without over justifying it, you save so much energy. You start building up energy that when the right aligned opportunity comes, you say yes, you go into it with the full force of your energy. I'm telling you, learning to say no in this way will change your life. This is an extremely important thing to learn. The other thing is, something else we're often afraid of is asking for what we want, okay? Because we have this fear of burdening the other person. In a roundabout way, the fear of asking for what we want is actually connected to our fear of saying no, because we've adopted a worldview where it's difficult and scary to say no. So we project that onto the other person. That makes it extremely difficult for us to ask for what we want. But really, we want to adopt a worldview where everyone is empowered to say no. If everyone is empowered to freely say no, then we can freely ask for what we want. It's not a burden on anybody. They can just say no. So by ourselves practicing saying a bold and firm no to what isn't meant for us, it's actually going to become easier for us to ask for what we want and to empower others to say no. So we want to get rid of all this guilt, all this pressure, all these expectations, and just learn to speak our truth and stand firm in it. You'll save so much energy, and you're going to be able to put that energy towards building the life that you want. This is undeniable. Okay, so I hope you found this inspiring, and I'll see you soon.